In this week's video, I'm going to be showing you some essential hand sewing techniques. First of all, I'm going to show you how to tie a knot in the end of my thread before starting to sew. There's a few different ways to do this, but I wrap the thread around my finger a few times and roll it off to create a knot. Running stitch is the first technique I'm going to be showing you. It's one of the most basic stitches created by simply running the needle and thread through the layers of fabric. Running stitch is often used for quick fixes, joining fabric temporarily rather than pinning or gathering bulky fabrics. It's easy and fast to remove as well. Back stitch is a very strong stitch and is the closest hand stitch to using a sewing machine. I'm starting with a knot at the back of the fabric, then going back into the fabric about 2 to 3 millimeters behind, and then coming through in front and going back to the beginning of my last stitch. I'm going to repeat this all the way along, trying to keep my stitches small and tight together. It's often used to repair or sew garments. You can also use it for embroidery or applique. When I get to the end, I'm going to go through the same point a few times and then create a little knot with the loop at the back. Blanket stitch can be used as a decorative stitch or to hem materials. I'm starting off by pushing the needle through from in between both layers of fabric so the knot is hidden. And then I started off a bit strange, but it gets better. I then bring the needle over the fabric and through again from back. Before I pull the thread tight, I'm looping the needle through the loop that forms at the back, then pulling it tight. As it's a decorative stitch and designed to be seen, you want to keep your stitches neat and consistent. Hemming stitch, also known as blind stitch or slip stitch. For this example, I folded the fabric over twice the same way I would do the hem. Then I'm starting with the needle in the fold to hide my knot. I'm going to catch the smallest bit of the outer fabric in my needle and then catch a small amount from under the fold. You want to match your thread as close in colour to the fabric. Here I'm using a red thread so it's clearer for you, but ideally your stitches are barely visible from the right side. I use this all the time for hemming garments like smart trousers or skirts when you don't want the stitches to be seen. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to comment and let me know whether this was helpful, and don't forget to hit the save button so you can come back to it later.